Wogophile. My question is serious, and I hope you'll answer it. Although I'm not a Scientologist, my sister is, and has been very seriously for 30 years. Her neighbor is an SP, suppressive person, actually declared by the church. But I don't think my sister is aware of this because, like many Scientologists, she is very, very wary of all media and of the internet in particular. She's on friendly terms with my neighbor as a neighbor, but there's no social contact between them. There is, however, significant overlap between them in the form of the neighbor's dog, who has access to my sister's yard. Given that the dog is very charming and visits frequently, my sister has developed a real relationship with it. Do you think she'd flip out if she knew the dog's owner was an SP? I've never mentioned the fact for fear of pointlessly upsetting her. I can't imagine she'll ever change her perspective on Scientology, but then, on the other hand, I think, well, maybe learning that the dog's delightful owner is supposedly a terrible SP, that might cause cognitive dissonance sufficient to make her start thinking more critically. What do you think? Sounds like a silly question, but no, not really. Your sister would absolutely positively, if she was a good Scientologist, disconnect from the neighbor immediately if she found out that he was an SP, and that means she would no longer be seeing the dog because the dog is a connection to a suppressive person, and that would make her PTS, a potential trouble source. And right now she's already a potential trouble source, she just doesn't know it. So if she doesn't know it, then she can't be it as far as Scientology goes. Because I'm telling you, there are a lot of people in Scientology who are very, very PTS. They are connected to SPs or connected to people who are connected to SPs through their family and their friends, and they don't even know it. You know, so many Scientologists have friends and family who are just waiting for the day that they will stop, you know, that they'll realize what a joke Scientology is and that they need to get out of it. And they're just waiting, right? That they have friends and family who have watched Going Clear, read books, seen magazines, read the internet, and the friends and family don't tell them because the friends and family know that if they do, the Scientologist is going to have to disconnect from them or put up walls and barriers and not be so close to them and that sort of thing. So they don't tell them. And so there's this hidden PTSness going on with Scientologists. I'm telling you, this is like, yeah, it's a thing. And the Scientologists are the last ones to know because they think if nobody's saying anything, that everything's fine. You know, and they're just clueless. So as far as your neighbor goes and your sister goes, yeah, if your sister finds out that he's an SP, she's going to have to cut connection, all right, including with the dog. Now, I don't know how attached she is. I've only got your question here in terms of how attached she is to the dog, but I somehow doubt if she's been a Scientologist for 30 years that she's more attached to the dog than she is to the idea of personal spiritual immortality and personal freedom from, you know, the endless cycle of life and death. I think she'll sacrifice the dog before she'll sacrifice that. So I don't think it would necessarily be in her best interest or the dog's best interest or neighbor's best interest for you to be the one to tell her that her neighbor is a suppressive person. If she doesn't know, skip it, you know, and move on and let her just get on with her life. And if she finds out through some other means, you know, then fine, she finds out. And that's that.